So this is my wife, and looks like she went for a little trip across the field, and what happened?
I don't know. I said I'm not ready for this kind of stuff.
Okay, we're back. There's our broken axle. We already jacked it up. And if you can see over there, we chopped it. There's my wife doing that. Okay, once the tire is off, just wiggle it. It's stuck on the lug. Okay, and then you have your drum and your axle that's already coming out because it is a C-clip. When C-clips break, the whole axle falls off. So set your drum aside. Remember not to touch the inside. Pull the axle out. Alright, this is where the magic happens. The inside of the brake drum is where the hub will bolt onto. It's kind of hard light, but you see these 4 bolts and nuts. You take the nuts off. You have to change your socket. Okay. Sometimes these nuts are hard to take off because they're could be dirty.
Do you do that?
Yeah, let me see. There you go. Alright, the hub's up top in the Jeep. Okay, so next on this hub, here, show them the flat spot. See the flat spot right here? This is where it goes directly underneath that brace there, the brakes. So when you slide it on, just kind of wiggle it. And this part's the hardest part because the bolt does show through. I don't know if it's focusing good. It does show through, but there's only a few threads, and so the bolt will only screw on about 1 time around, and it's really important to do a crisscross pattern. Go ahead and start putting those nuts on. So you got to get your fingers in there. Did you get it on yet? Okay, good. And what I like to do is you do one on the bottom left and then the top right you put on. And the most important thing also is to clean off the surface. I got that whole area where those full bolts are, and the seal. If you scrub those with a wire brush, being careful with the rubber seal. If it is grimy, it will be harder for that to seat. Go ahead and start. And on here, what we'll do is you just tighten it just a little bit and you walk it on, because it is kind of tight and needs to be tight for the tolerances. So she'll do it until it clips a little bit. Here, just put it back on, connect it in there, and you wiggle it. There you go, just wiggle it back and forth, and it'll come off.
It's not coming off.
I'll keep wiggling. See that big area, just go like this. There you go. Now twist the hub around the hole, there you go. And this is the most time consuming because it is pressed or so precise. And it is the most crucial, just doing them one at a time and slowly.
Okay. Next.
Go. Alright, so what we did there is we walked it on. It was just taking a long time getting those 4 bolts on there, and I didn't want to use 5 minutes at a time to put those bolts on and walk it on. Okay, so now just take and wiggle it, and as you saw there, it slid right on. Okay, so now I'll get the tire. Oh, have you look at this. See how the drum is? That's perfect gap right there. So your brakes will be used. The hub is directly inside, centered and everything. And see how it slid right on? It worked great. This part's probably going to be a little more difficult for my wife because it's a big tire. This wheel has so many different holes there for different patterns. So if you see the black around the silver, like this right here, that will be the pattern you want. And so you want to put the lug nut on that one.
You didn't tell me that.
Sorry. Here, you hold this and I'll do it. And then we'll let you do the rest. It's easiest when you put your feet under the tire. Kind of walk it up. Okay. I'll let you do the rest. You can put them all on, babe, because you'll need to crisscross it. Remembering when you're putting the hub on as well as the tire, you want to crisscross the lugs, but I think that's common knowledge, I hope. Okay, now cross. And you wiggle it back and forth, remember? There you go. Yeah, that's good. All right, good. Now let's lower the jack. Remember how to do it? Twist the handle to the left. And there she sits. She has the bars hub on, as you can see. And all you have to do is put it on front wheel drive and drive home. Thanks for the help, sweetie. Over and out.